necessarily only in terms of results, but more so in terms of circumstance. Over at the minor, they had a player that got sick, so that was difficult to deal with.
Vertigo will be the battleground for our third best of one. Seeing some tense action so far here in Melbourne. I wonder if this will be the same. VERTEX have it all to do. A mountain to climb versus the likes of Bad News Eagles, who start on the T side here on Vertigo, and the action will start quickly as Malta says hello on the ramp, falling back now as Fennery comes in from short, looking for the first engagement, the first headshot rather. No big damage done just yet, very fast on Vertigo though. Action very quickly, back and forth. Look at these headshots we see from Bad News Eagles. Into the B-bomb site they go. juanflatroo closing the distance now. PZ will be dropped. 5 on 3 now. And they have really taken control of this pistol. Race between a rock and a hard place. B&E then start off on the right foot. 1-0 on the T side.
I mean, you said it, man. There's breaking and entering everywhere. All of the players just pushing over on the A side of the map, B side of the map, one lurk through mid. The individuals on Bad News Eagles just so confident taking duels with the Glocks. Pretty much unassisted, and VERTEX couldn't deal with it, and I think they kind of hit the nail on the head on the desk. VERTEX is a team that sometimes does struggle with firepower, and particularly at this level. B&E can definitely run over them if they're not going to stand to the task of winning some of these aim duels.
It's going to be a very punishing game if VERTEX start to make mistakes. The upper echelons of Counter-Strike don't really give you the space for error. Snopsy swinging. We'll spot that second player on short. Still to be dealt with. Malta with the deagle. Finds himself a second. 2v3 now. If he continues to run distraction, B&E will wonder where hazr is. Now it's only hazr left. Looking for a headshot of his own. Won't get there. 2-0 B&E.
Unfortunate, VERTEX couldn't convert that force buy. So they will have to take a single eco, and you can already see Bad News Eagles playing with full confidence, showing no respect over to VERTEX, just the way that you'd expect them to. And VERTEX, a team that, look, I think I like their approach to CS. They're a team that, you know, you see a lot of up-and-coming teams, they, you know, make progress in some of the minor scenes off the merit of maybe individual plays here or there when they're unpunished in a minor region. VERTEX is quite the opposite of that. They're a team that's done a lot of slow progression over time, playing Counter-Strike the correct way, trying to learn the fundamentals and play properly. But unfortunately, in a game like this, all of those things can go by the wayside when you have someone running at you with a MAC-10.
Yeah, it's good to have structure, but bad to be rigid. Rifles will be coming out for VERTEX then. Always nice to win the pistol. The buy round is where the action really begins.
It's good to see hazr on the A4 as usual. He's an A4 enjoyer. Pretty sharp with that gun. PZ's got the AWP out first gun round here, but without too many frags picked up here from VERTEX, the money on Bad News Eagles has already started to build up. AWP out for GXX as well. PZ looking for the opening pick on ramp. And Bad News Eagles not really giving too much of an opportunity. There you go, GXX just scoped up on towards that ramp side, able to open up this round.
Forced away, trying to force an opportunity with the utility there, but VERTEX will not be allowed to. They've got good percentages on Vertigo. But of course, they're not playing the likes of FaZe week in, week out. So it is a very interesting situation, but indeed, it is into the meat grinder. They go one by one.
This is going to be a bit of a hard lesson learned, I think. I'm already getting a sense for it. Addicts left wanting as well. Bad News Eagles are in their opponent's spawn, showing no mercy right now.
Only Malta has kills so far. I'm sure this will be a nervous situation for them. Always a nice monkey to get off the back. Early lessons learned here on Vertigo. Plenty of time for recovery as well, but again, B&E are rolling. Got to give a shout out to James Banks as well. I know he is tuned into this one, watching the boys go, and they are going.
think without a lot of these opening frags for Vertex and keeping the early couple of rounds competitive, though, it makes this game 20 times harder. Because you can already start to see it. Round 5, who's the poorest player? 3.7 on GXX, who purchased himself an orb. The rest of the boys, 7k plus.
Full momentum for BNE here. Looks like Vertex aren't started just yet. Some promise in a Desert Eagle of Malta, though, finds his third. In the next round, his team will need to start catching up with him.
And the rest of BNE going to see if they can meet up with Regan, who's got a lot of space on Secret and Ramp side here. Going to call the audible and make a move over towards this A side of the map here.
45 seconds on the clock. There is one molly and some smoke grenades as well. So BNE can try to isolate the threat somewhat, and Vertex, unfortunately, are not really giving them the kills they're looking for. That's certainly a good angle, though. Down goes Malta. More work to be done as the smoke starts to come in. 26 seconds, though. That bomb still needs to get planted. That's an important trade. 2 HP in a dream for hazr. 17 seconds. Will the bomb plant come anytime soon? Regan will cut the numbers, and now hazr's down to 2 HP. Played a really patient game here, BNE. Very dicey, though, down to the 1v1. hazr being careful. Needs to get that reload in. He's got a flashbang. It's all about the kill, though. Teneri has disappeared. Smoke has been deployed. Surely, oh, that's... I'm not sure if that's gone far enough. He's definitely going to be exposed, but where is Teneri coming from? Holding down 2 jobs now. Is he over to the left or over to the right? Well then, off to the races. They have been from the beginning, BNE. But now Vertex will be back on the buy, and the question is, can they slow them down?
Yeah, good attempt in the 1-on-2. And hazr couldn't quite put the pieces together, but on an eco, it's decent damage done at least, taking at least one more buy of guns away from Bad News Eagles, but that's not going to bother them too much. They've got so much cash right now. So look, it starts with the first gun round, but Vertex, they are going to be playing this half on hard mode.
No shift key on GX's computer. Running all the way.
That might have been what that 10-minute pause was about. Trying to sort that out. He's opted to play without it.
Rid of it.
Yeah. True. There you go. It's doing wonders for him. He's found an opener.
Yeah, big problems on this B bomb site. The last bullet of the burst will do the damage. And Addict has been put to rest. Angles will continue to be forced away. What do Vertex do here? 3-on-3. Rotations coming through. Bomb will be planted uncontested now. 2 of the 3 players have a kit. There is a lurk, as we can see on the X-ray. Deploying the grenades to the right person for this retake attempt. You can see Synopsy keeping an eye on the 6. BNE looking for number 6, looking to keep this sheet clean as Vertex starts to move forward with some pre-fire. They haven't seen anybody just yet. Look at the double swing after that first frag. Malta really trying to race forward and do what he can, but it will be 6-0 for BNE.
Winning all the opening duels, winning all the late round engagements in the post plants. And Vertex just don't really have an answer. And I think this was the concern looking into a game like this, that they just weren't going to be able to deal with the firepower of a team that cuts their teeth on some of the best in Europe.
Bad News Eagles are not going to give Vertex respect unless they take it by force. It's that simple. They will need to give BNE a reason not to W all the way. Of course, it's going to be a lot easier on this occasion. There's another example. Oh, any error will be punished by the likes of BNE. And that's the rough thing about being so far away from Europe as well. With the opportunities you get being few and far between, the less practice you have, the more you're playing like your locals and so on. Get into habits of doing things that you can't get away with when the likes of Bad News Eagles turn up to your tournaments.
Yep. It's a hard lesson you got to learn one way or another, though, on the path to success. And not everyone makes it. Attack timeout going to be thrown on out here by VERTEX, see if they can find an answer for this. But it's a, a multifaceted response that they're going to need almost. First, you got to deal with whatever tendencies you're being shown, with whatever aggression you're being shown. Then you got to deal with whatever the adaptation is going to be from the T side, because you have got to play so many gun rounds back to back. You've got to beat them 3, 4, 5 gun rounds, and even then, the loss bonus is building up, the plants are coming in. This is going to be such a difficult half to even try to get anything out of for VERTEX at this point, and that's what happens when you have such a slow start.
0-7, still looking for number 1. BNE again, they are so hungry with these AKs. They've got the right tools for the job, but hazr is ready. Flashbang's not quite working out on that occasion for BNE. Some team flashes will give VERTEX a great opportunity.
They just can't let this round fall apart though, because the quality of the players on BNE with the confidence that they have right now can still turn around a 3-on-5.
Really abusing the T side with the numbers, with the AKs, with the confidence and the individual skill. This will be an interesting challenge for them then to try and find a way back into this one in a 3v5. Some grenades to be deployed then. Some walls towards CT. They've still got more mollies as well. Addict rings the bell, but he'll be instantly traded. 2v4, it's not quite working out for BNE this time. GX versus the world. Bomb needs to be collected. Smokes are still up, and they're being very careful about this VERTEX. Very careful indeed. Many smokes on the site. Don't want to get caught as they dissipate, so they'll retract. GX still looking for the round win. How much space does he have to go for a bomb plant? Seems he might have a fair bit. Who knows what's behind him though. He'll continue to press forward, it seems. Instant trade from hazr, and they're on the board.
Three guns up as well. Not going to build the money up too much, and that's something they need to be careful of. Because like I said, Bad News Eagles with a start to the game like this can continue to buy, can continue to apply that pressure. Yeah, that was a great start to the round. You can convert a round 2 for 2 with 3 players alive when you start with a 2-man advantage, but you need to see the same consistency for VERTEX when the going gets tough. They can't just let these rounds fall apart when they lose the opening pick either. GX hunting for that with the AWP here, looking for that same angle he found onto PZ earlier.
How do they find the right engagements? VERTEX, we see the efficiency with utility as well. Malta taking heavy damage. He's already been a very key player for the efforts VERTEX have been making.
Yeah, Malta's often, in important games, been a big game player who can output a lot of frags, have a big map for himself, even if statistically it doesn't necessarily show that.
Held onto that smoke for as long as he could. Fishing for anything. BNE are here though. PZ will deliver. No trade fragger. 50 seconds on the clock as BNE will try to take more position towards the safe bomb site. There goes Malta. I think the rest of the CT side have been static until that frag came through. Start to gravitate more towards the A bomb site now. Not seeing much of anything, going back into the angle, and GX is waiting for him. But Brace is here. Addict is dropped. 3v2 as the frags continue. hazr now. 1v2. There's the bomb carrier, and he knows he's got the advantage. Seneri presses forward now as he takes a passive position. He's got the shadow advantages. If Seneri pushes forward, he'll see him coming. There's the money to try and stop that plant. Oh, it's connecting now, forcing him to the side. And there's a second round there for VERTEX. Super happy with that one. Great support for the lads.
Absolutely. Got to get behind the lads. Bit of a sheepish grin from Malta there. He knows, look, it was a great clutch, but going to need more than that. Going to need more than 2 rounds against BNE right now.
You can see BNE they were waiting for the peaks at the bottom of the ramp for ages, and I think Vertex understood this, so they didn't give them anything early. Malta held on to his smoke for as long as he could, stuck it on the sandbags, if you will. Tried to delay them for as long as possible, but now Bad News Eagles.
Bad News Eagles.
I don't know.
Oof.
They can see the adjustment that Vertex have made. How do they respond is the question. They've been booking it up the stairs towards B. Or A. Will they continue to play in the same fashion?
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Vertex, I mean, they've won 2 in a row, so 2.4 loss bonus, but they've got no cash left over. So this is reset potential for B&E. And they still have plenty of money. This is exactly what I was talking about. You're playing CT side on hard mode. Every round is a potential reset unless you're surviving with 4 or 5 players. So you're constantly strung out under pressure as Vertex.
So you saw a quick attempt of the AWP. Apart from that, it is a slower pace from B&E. Look at the util they've got. They've barely used any of it. Maybe expecting Vertex to dump their util, but they've held on to it well as well. Very nice from Malta. Again, the urgency we're seeing is fantastic when it delivers. Being very, very careful, slinking around these corners as the AWP is hunting for him.
Brace with his patented looking down the glasses at his monitor. My favorite thing in the player cam.
Oh, Malta will continue. Really making it doable for the rest of the squad. Fighting fire with fire. See Brace holding angles now. Seneri tries to jiggle. He knows there's an AWP somewhere. There's the AWP. Down goes Regon. Down go the rest of the squad. Holding ramp. Building some momentum now.
Perfect flash work from PZ as well. Posted up on that secret side, drops the flash over towards ramp and just posts up. Devil Walk getting animated.
Devil Walk's a flippin' legend.
He is.
One of the first players I ever met in Counter-Strike. Spent 2 hours in London showing me practically every smoke he knew, every nade he knew on every bomb site on every map. Drunk out of his mind. It was great.
He actually came down here a million years ago to like a nationals event. Back when Zubu was a thing.
A Zubu on a helicopter.
That's exactly the kind of round that Vertex needs though. Malta with 2 against a slow ramp play with the AWP is posted up looking for that. You know, that's GX looking for those opening picks over the top of the smokes, over the top of the box. And Malta's still able to get away with that with an A1S. It's surprising.
Another fast one, looking for that urgent frag and being punished for it. Malta ready for it. Look at the position he was holding. It's like he knew what they wanted to do before they did.
Yeah, he's starting to see some adaptation for Vertex. They are a team with, you know, strong calling presence. Good with their utility. Know how to play the fundamentals.
Changing their setup as well. You can see Brace's position. PC's lost his angle. Oh, he's gone back with perfect timing, though. Down goes Regon. What is your plan B, Bad News Eagles? This one's falling apart consistently. Brace showing some presence, falling back. They don't need to take risks now. They can play a safer game, play it together, shoulder to shoulder.
Just sitting back, playing it by the numbers. Still got PZ on the secret line.
Look at this double peak being set up here by Vertex. Again, the discipline is fantastic to see. The trajectory tells a story, and PZ is still here to deliver another one. Yes, it's a trade frag, but it's a 4 versus 2. Bomb's been spotted as well, but juanflatroo's coming in. And now it is just him in the clutch, and this is getting urgent real quick for Vertex. What has happened? Bomb collected, 30 seconds on the clock, going for a fast plant. Hazr is alone now as juanflatroo plays the game and lands a massive headshot towards the end. 4 kills just like that. B&E show their power.
Just a split second. Whole Vertex team is deleted, and that's just the rifling prowess of this Bad News Eagles team. Just look at this sequence. This is insane. At the same time, though, Malta playing anti gets caught off guard. Not sure if he thought that there was a player up on Heaven's side or whether Brace was still playing next to him. But it's those small mistakes that when you're this far behind on CT side, all it takes is one round, one big play.
Whoa!
Oh, Malta.
Oh, he likes that one. He likes that one. How many dig shots is that now?
He knows.
That's a drive-by.
He's having a game.
Ferrari peak. More pistoleros on the way. No assumptions made by juanflatroo. Malta and hazr remain then. Money's being broken. Beanie heading towards the 9-3 scoreline. Or are they? You start to wonder now. They're in a 2v2. Malta's still creeping, and hazr's got himself a rifle. Double peek coming in. He's dealt with. That leaves hazr alone once again. Considered the molly. Seems to hold on to the AK-47. 30 HP naked.
Got a molly as well. So small little bits of util, extra $600 he won't have to spend. All adds up.
Yeah, those are expensive on the CT side.
Yeah, VERTEX, I think, a little bit of extra cash, could opt into a double AWP if they wanted to. They did start to chip down at that BNE economy a little bit, but I still don't know if they're going to have that reset potential anytime this half. 9-3 though. Look, VERTEX, they chipped in a couple of good gun rounds here and there, and they're definitely converting, you know, some nice openers to the round, but at the end of the day, you're still staring down the barrel of a 9-3 scoreline.
Oh,
You got another one as well.
He's warmed up.
Yeah.
Malta is absolutely warmed up, round to round. Clearly the key player on the CT side. Let's see what the next round looks like then. BNE having fun as well. 9-3. juanflatroo and GXX on 15 frags apiece. Lots of individual skill on display. That was a great clutch to watch. And now it's about round 13.
Yeah, slow play on the ramp side. See, BNE are thinking about contesting stairs. There's a crossfire here from VERTEX, but with the slow play on the T side, they seem to be aware of it.
That trade will be good enough for BNE. They've taken position. hazr will show that there are still people here, and they've taken big damage. Can he get that molly out in time? Will it land it? That's good enough. Senery's in trouble. Senery's been barbecued, mate. More players to come, though. hazr and braced with stereo frags, leaving juanflatroo in a 1v4. Time to clutch again. Can he do it again? 1 minute on the clock. Flashes are coming through. Utility continues. Bomb collected. There's hazr to trade frag up. That piece there's the one who will deliver that last frag. And a fourth round has been found for VERTEX.
I mean, last few rounds have looked more and more promising. They're chipping in some good gun rounds here and there, but this slow start is going to be difficult to recover from. At least 4 alive means that they'll stabilize their economy a little bit more. What's the money looking like for Bad News Eagles? Yeah, they're going to force. They were starting to run low on cash, so VERTEX, this is a potential reset round against mostly pistols and 2 AKs, where if they manage to convert it, they're versing a, what, 2K buy, something like that. This could potentially be a 9-6 half for VERTEX if they convert this one. Seems like Bad News Eagles want to go for a B split through mid.
You can see the Tech-9 is the initial engager to swing wide. Take the focus away. Oh, Braces, he's in trouble. There is the Tech-9. hazr is here, though. There is damage being taken by BNE, but they still have the numbers for now. 3-on-3 will be favorable to them, especially with the position they have. That one might go too far. Indeed, it will. Awkward now for VERTEX with the position that BNE have taken, with the time they've got on the clock. That HE will also be avoided. Really dicey stuff. juanflatroo with 1 HP. Nice peek from PZ, though. Sees the bomb as well. Great flick from him. juanflatroo. It gets harder every time. 1v3, 1 HP. Not this time.
It's good discipline in the mid-round from Addict. Much more winnable for them now. Just a 2K buy to deal with for Bad News Eagles. They don't have much that they're bringing into this round, but they're bringing a lot of pace.
Yeah, the end of this first half might be a relief for them. and it looks like they'll come away from it with a good enough score. BNE trying to abuse these numbers, but they're taking big damage from grenades. Speaking of, there goes Brace, and there goes Malta. Got drone strikes on Vertigo. Scope will certainly be heard, but they can spread, they can trade the frag, and that will be enough. Or can they? Trying to bait the shot now from PZ. That might be enough, though. How is he alive? Hazard's coming through as well. What is going on? Shaky BNE towards the end, and GX gets punctured, leaving Regon alone. He's got a bomb. Running over towards the B bomb site. PZ and hazr remain, and it's 1 versus 2 for BNE. Making his way towards B. There's a big flash. I think he may have seen hazr there. That's a big headshot as well. But where is PZ? Both players are low. Bomb getting planted. PZ on the way. Regon focused on CT. Half his body covered. Such an awkward situation for PZ now. Regon might see the shadow. Indeed he does. There's all the information he needs. Just the one shot, and it's 10 rounds. Double figures for BNE at halftime. An exciting first half, and I'm sure the second will be no different.
You think like that, I will love you endlessly. If you only believe in me, don't you be like that, I will love you forever. If you only believe in me, yeah. Don't you think like that, I will love you endlessly. If you only believe in me, don't you be like that, I will love you forever. If you only believe in me.
VERTEX are fighting. 5 rounds at halftime, looking rough at the beginning with a 0-7 scoreline, but they have clawed their way back into this one. and they've given themselves a chance. Second half pistol is upon us, and if they could take that, then things could get very juicy indeed. They're a very difficult opponent, obviously. Bad News Eagles, top seed in this tournament. 5 rounds to claw back. Melbourne! Let's see what VERTEX can do on this T side. Brace will have the grenades for the squad. BNE's turn to defend. If they're patient enough, maybe they'll go on the attack once again. See if we'll have a slow start. Synopsy is going to get curious and not check his angles. Someone get that mana protractor. 5-on-4 for VERTEX as they start to move forward through mid. The numbers are here. Seneri trying to find a one-tap, falling back. That'll be good enough. Evening the numbers. Seneri, that's nasty from him. And now juanflatroo comes through the Julies. 2v4. Make it 1. Things have turned around in devastating fashion as BNE take pistol number 2.
Just look at how they swarm them once they find their way into some duels, into some numbers. You're on the VERTEX POV and you're just seeing 3 or 4 CTs just swarming you, running at you from every angle. Every single player getting insta headshot. It's got to be so demoralizing to play against. No plant for VERTEX, but they're going to force round 2 anyway and try to get it done with Tech 9 armor.
With the kind of team they are, they might have an execute for a round such as this. When you see a force by so much utility, you have to expect some kind of execute. We see double nades in that short position, but Regon's not close enough. They will defend BNE.
Yeah.
A brick wall in round 17. So again, we saw the plan there from VERTEX.
Straight down the ladder.
Yeah, no respect from him.
Yeah, you're totally right, though. That I mean, VERTEX kind of team that loves a Tech 9 force or any kind of pistol armor buy and then throw a set plate. And you could see what they were going for, but BNE were having none of it, right? They're sitting all the way back on the site. Completely chilling. Outside of juanflatroo, who I think sent it straight down the ladder immediately.
Handily dealt with then, that force bite. Now they'll send VERTEX into eco territory. Might be a rough one in this second half. Pretty much starting as the first one did, with sheer brutality from BNE. This will put them in a very strong position, heading towards a 13-5 scoreline. Do not envisage much being done about that for VERTEX in a round such as this. See a simple bait set up now. So it is hammer time for BNE. Brace and PZ remaining. It is still brutal, isn't it?
Try to get the max value out of the Glocks. I think VERTEX were trying to take an old school tack and just have a chat, and BNE was straight downstairs, giving them no time to discuss what they wanted to do next round.
Yeah, they want to see Melbourne. They want to be out of here fast. Well then, the big guns are out for VERTEX, and this is where the game really begins. Now, with how aggressive BNE are, I wonder if that forces VERTEX to start in a default, hold the angles, see if they make a play. That might be what they wanted to do anyway, but it might not be. Let's see if they play their own game, as the interviews always say.
Going to go and take some stairs control. Indicates that they're looking for maybe a set play towards B. Addict ready with the utility. Probably a molly onto the jump up there in middle. It's going to be a boost. On stairs, set up Malta in the pole position. PC in the meanwhile holding the A side of the map. Nice entry from Malta.
Chain flashes as well will help to a degree. Elite One himself eventually. And GX will be able to trade, but position has been taken by VERTEX. Using the mollies just as BNE did. Take those angles away, get that bomb planted fast. BNE making some space for themselves. Such good utility in return as well. But hazr has the angle and the frag. Regon dropped. Synopsy and GX remain out as he gets exploded, but I think he may have done his job. 2v3, Synopsy and GX trying to clear these angles. Tanking damage through the smoke. 12 HP in a dream. The only man standing now is Synopsy. Strong play into B from VERTEX, and they find their 6th round.
It's a good little set play, just boosting up Malta onto the wood wall. Scaling in with the flashes over the top. Going to be the first of many they're going to need to start to close this scoreline gap, and haven't earned themselves a reset just yet. It's an area on 1400, but especially with the FAMAS saved over and a fair bit of cash in the back pocket for Bad News Eagles, they've definitely got a buy here.
Big entry there from Malta. Love to see the chain flashes as well. Malta's been so important for the squad, but I think he's only third in frags for his team at the moment, which is great to see. Not the only person turning up. Obviously, been very visible on that CT side towards the A-bomb sites earlier on. But there are other people here as well. But can they trade? Indeed, they can. This time it's hazr. 1-for-1 early is great for the T side. They'll take that all day.
And Malta, the entry player last round, but often you see him on the wing, over on the lurk, having a look towards the stairs side. He's going to slow down the pace in this 4-on-4, anticipating some kind of a mid-round push maybe. Waiting for the rest of the Vertex players to start to make their way over to B. PZ still locking down the ramp, but with another smoke thrown out from juanflatroo, they're probably going to have to slow this one down.
Seen through the corner there. No harm done though. See PZ lining things up. CT's getting curious on the ramp. Trying to identify where Vertex are going. Could be lurking in either direction at the moment.
Progression smoke on ramp side and a flash to try and take some space, deny some info to the CTs, but Regon not really respecting that.
Falling back now on B, and that's an important trade as they will continue to press on. Addict moving forward. Oh, gets his bell rung. But can he answer back? He's up against the FAMAS. He's got most of his HP. Seneri really trying to stay alive, finding a frag onto Malta now, giving his team an advantage. 30 seconds left. PZ sees one and frags one. He's got his angles as well. Delivers on Synopsy. Regon coming in from the back now, looking for a second frag on this B bomb site. 1v1, 20 seconds, and Addict will deliver. 7 rounds for Vertex.
Slowly but surely chipping away, and that's the big one. That one-on-one from Addict earns them a reset on that CT economy. It's going to allow them to potentially get a foot into this game. This is what PZ does best, just post him up in these stable positions. Bit of a turret on the AWP in the mid-round. This is where Vertex need a good anti-eco.
Yeah, they've given themselves a great opportunity to start catching up to BNE now. Again, the beginning of each half has been a struggle, but they adapt quickly, Vertex. And you wonder how much promise they have in them versus the top 1 seed here at DreamHack Melbourne.
If you're going to get it done at all, it'll be a best of 1. To be fair, that's how BNE got done at the RMR. They dropped 1 to one of the Russian teams, but then again, some of those Russian players pretty scary, man.
An important round for them to deliver on. So far, so good in that respect. Cleaning, bleaching this bomb site. Just the 1 play lost, absolutely fine. Some more confidence for Vertex. Happy faces as they continue their catch-up. Not going to be easy though, but they're clearly focused.
BNE's economy still not caught up yet. I'm interested to see if GX is going to have enough for an AWP already. We'll be able to put one together, but somewhat limited on the util, and only 1 kit on Synopsy. He's going to be that rotator player in through middle, so pretty safe position for the kit. Definitely don't want to be losing that on the wing. Pace from Vertex, straight up ramp, similar to the second round Force. HE stack on secret side. They're going to try and take some A control here.
Really good control they've taken so far. You saw GX wanted to go for that aggressive peek. He heard the footsteps and decided to disengage, and indeed, they run up the ramp with double nades again, Vertex. But it's BNE who are making the connections. PZ, the second one to drop now, and it's 5-on-3 for BNE, who are still fighting for the bomb site. But look how things are turning around. Addict has found himself 2 in the red, not dead just yet. GX looking for the flick, has to avoid that molly though. 2 HP for him. Numbers keep dwindling on both sides. Addict finally finished off, but has he done enough? The grenades are starting to stream through now. Seneri down and out as Vertex make it to 9. BNE have gone missing on Vertigo.
Where did that 3-on-5 come from? An attack timeout now for BNE. have a chat about how this game is going. The CT side is starting to slip a little bit. They got to take another single save after this round. But realistically, that round was going fantastic for them. They found both of the opening picks. But then in that 3-on-5, Attic multi-frags, and then both hazr and Malta follow him up and find one each.
This is very curious body language we're seeing from Bad News Eagles. You know, I think a lot of people thought this was a shoe-in. I said shoe-in, not shoe-e. But Vertex, they're getting threatening. They're becoming more and more dangerous as these rounds continue.
Well, you saw that in the first half as well. They had an incredibly slow start, but once they started to get the confidence and the money together, things started to turn around. This will be a classic round to lose, though, for Vertex here, Bardolph. Just pistol armor.
That is not good news. But they've cleared the angles well here, Vertex. And if they can run back what they did in the last round, then they might be okay. They might be. But again, you still have Desert Eagles and 5-7s to contend with.
Good progression utility just to minimize the risk up through Secret, clear out the sandbags. They've got some space now.
No flashes for B&E. No surprises in that regard, but they do need to do something about these numbers soon. juanflatroo creeping around the corner. Look at that swing from him with a 5-7. Here we go, and it begins. Jiggling with these pistols and delivering. juanflatroo coming through. And indeed, maybe the dream is collapsing for this round. Malta's in the clutch, though. Got to keep his gun out now. Sees juanflatroo, falls back with the AK-47. Bomb's been lost also. Much work for Malta to do then. GX by the sandbags, inviting the peaks now. A fair amount of information. He heard 2 of the 3 guns, but there are too many angles, and indeed they will lose that round.
Gun rounds are no issue, but once it comes to the pistols, Bardolph, impossible. Can't win. Too strong. That was a big swing from juanflatroo, and he just kept going. You know, picked up that AK and just kept peeking, and Vertex was completely oblivious to that.
Yeah,
a 4K from him.
Tunnel vision on the bomb site there towards the ramp. That'll be some good confidence for Bad News Eagles, who have been quiet for a while, and suddenly they're happy again. I think they might have been worried, you know, with the run we saw from Vertex there.
Yeah.
And there's still work to do, but that's had a horrible impact on Vertex's money. What a time to be economically crushed at 9-14. That is causing so many hard decisions and big problems for them.
Yeah, this is very Australian of them. They are going to try and force in this situation. Like you said, a bit of a sigh of relief for Bad News Eagles. Things are starting to get a little bit tighter. But now Vertex, that's going to be crushing for their confidence to drop around like that. And they're going to try and turn it around with mixed bag buy here. 2 Tech 9s, handful of AKs. hazr trying to get some space over towards Scaffold here. Love the sledging. Keep it up.
There we go. They must deliver here, Vertex, trying to keep B&E off of 15. Oh, where's that gone? Heading towards the minute mark. Malta takes a big nade. Regon's able to escape. Still wants to dance, though.
Going to be ready for PZ on the offie. Doesn't spot him out. Both him and Synopsy fighting ramp. They feel like they have some space. PZ trying to throw himself a one-way and take a duel. Lovely stuff.
Very nice indeed. That takes many eyes away. Bearing in mind how much time Vertex have, that's crucial information lost by B&E.
The rotation.
Yeah, they could build up to either site now. That's really, really rough. juanflatroo's got a reasonable angle, but he eats all of that flashbang. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner in that flash. And they've taken position now. The force buy is working so far. Now the question is, how much money do B&E want to throw into this one, bearing in mind their economical situation? Do they really send for this one? Regon has a look-see, and he will be traded. Senery's here as well. Only the orb to lose now. GX hiding in plain sight here, trying to run away. We'll see if they chase him, 6 HP. But Vertex have kept B&E off of match point, and they make it to 10 themselves.
Just massive impact from PZ. That one pick he gets on ramp side changes the whole round. pulls the rotations back away from the B side. B&E was set up really well for that. They had 2 to 3 players floated over to that mid side. With the AWP saved over, are B&E forcing up here? They've got plenty of rounds of space.
Such a key frag. Pure denial of information. Beautiful pop flash on the B bomb side as well.
Which, this is exactly how this Vertex team is meant to function. Got Brace throwing perfect util for the boys and sending them in.
Oh, they've gone for the force there. Quite a reasonable one as well, and that was a good start. Quickly back into Vertex's favor, but GX finds a nice angle. Very nice angle indeed. Fast round of Vertigo. Not often you see this kind of pace on this map.
B&E, the amount of times these guys have found space, pushing on the CT side, finding their way into T-spawn and bottom of ladder, I'm not sure that Vertex are going to be ready this time.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be crushing.
How deep does the spatial awareness go?
No.
Not deep enough on this occasion. And the CTs are trying to delay elsewhere, but maybe they can still force the action on this bomb site. hazr takes 98 damage though. That'll make life really hard, but not impossible. Anything can happen with an AK-47 in the right hand. GX moving forward. He's missed his shot. That was a big chance, but there's no return. Brace in the 1v2 now. That was an important clutch for him. An important trade. Here we go. He still has 45 seconds. Doesn't have the urgency just yet on this bomb site.
Synopsy was last spotted T-spawn. Like, where do you think he is? He could be bloody anywhere but off.
Well, he's got to clear something or make a play. Holding the angle for now. 30 seconds. Convinced of where he might be, but it's his clock which is running down as well. Synopsy playing it super safe. He doesn't know what's happening either. Neither player with the info. 15 seconds to plant.
Synopsy thinks he's rotated over towards the B side of the map. Plant goes down. No kit. There's one on the site there.
Does he get the sound cue? I think he might have. Oh, there's plenty of sound cues now. Synopsy running into the angles and still delivering the kill with zero respect. Match point for B&E.
The tiny bit of crosshair placement makes all the difference. 2 body shots.
Your confidence on that retake. Just W all the way. I guess I'll find him. Oh, there he is. Now he's dead. What do Vertex have left in this one?
I mean, they've got to force either way. With only one gun surviving there for B&E, they're actually very resettable. No cash in the back pocket, 1900 loss bonus. And with the plant, the buy's not terrible for Vertex. Pace straight through middle right now.
I like this urgency. It makes up for their lack of util if they can trade this frag. Not like that, surely. Synopsy with 2. And he's still got more bullets to go.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my days. Oh, he's going to do it. Well, the brutality continues. A lightning fast round towards the end there for B&E as they close out the series. A noble effort from Vertex. Some hopes and dreams, but in the end, B&E were too strong.
Yeah, some promising rounds here and there, but way too slow to start. Can't be going down at an 0-7.